Welcome, everyone. My name is Chiara Massolino, and this is the 5-Minute Chat. I hope you enjoy our topic today.
Hi there, my name's Tanya. Welcome to the chat.
Hi, it's Becca. Welcome to the chat.
Hi everyone, I'm Genevieve and welcome to the chat.
Hello, this is Judith Castillo. Welcome to the chat.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Yasmin. Welcome to the 5-Minute Chat. And today's question is a really good question. The question tonight is, how have you used your struggles to help you move forward in your life? Let's get this conversation started. Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How's to start? Tanya, I feel you'd be good on
Kinda
that
deep,
one.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, Tanya, this is like all over you. Is it your question, actually?
No, it's not my question, but it was made for me. Struggles. Without life and struggles, everybody would be walking around in a unicorn, popcorn, lollipop land, and everything would be perfect, which we all know is not exactly. Cloud puffs everywhere. Life is meant to have struggles, I believe. How have I used my struggles? By rebuilding this muscle, faith. Because at one point in time when I was feeling completely obliterated and hopeless, literally hopeless, my faith was gone, and it took adding grains of sand, one at a time, to the beach again in order for it not to look like a backhoe had been in there. So building faith on a daily basis towards what it is that I say that I want at any given time. At one point in time, that was being able to feed my kids a meal a day. Now, it also includes feeding my children and my granddaughter a meal a day, but it also includes so much more, like the chat and being here and present with that. Toastmasters, comedy, you name it. I have built into a point in my life where I am using my struggles as a platform to stand upon and really have built such a solid foundation there that I feel like I can amplify all of my trauma and all of my past lived experience to help others possibly and potentially heal their own selves. So that's my 2 cents on that, my friend.
Yeah, I like it. When I think about this, I'm actually, it makes me think about the word resilience because I lost my brother, of ALS. And today I look at it like when we was alive and whenever I did everything I could. I didn't hesitate, and I didn't let money become a barrier. I went for it. So today I feel like all the little things that I've done and I do made me stronger. And I actually got out of those situations, or I grew in those situations. And now I see that it made me a better person. So at the moment, you don't always see that, but after you see this, and I think it's called resilience. So building resilience, that's how I see it. Yeah.
For me, I think that pain and struggles are part of life. But when I encountered them, the same like Tanya, I think I am a woman of faith. So through my beat hard and open for the good all the time, I walk every day. And I think that made me strong in that moment, that made me and give me peace in that moment, so that I can gather everything that I have and say, tomorrow will be a better day. And today I will be here present and loving and forgiving and giving what I have to do and do what I need to do in that moment of struggle or pain. So yes, what I like to, and it's helping me to do in the future, is to help others when they feel and when they are in that moment, when they lost somebody that they love, when they miss their job, or when they are worried for their children. I am with them and maybe more kind. And I think that is the beauty of that pain, because I experience it and I can be and work with others.
Well, I think our struggles are what make us. Every struggle that I've been through from when I was little, my parents fell sick when I was like 3-4 years old. So I guess I became accustomed to it and became resilient to change and adversity. And I just grew from it, and it just made me a stronger person. And the struggles as an adult are different, but yet I still pulled on that same, those same resource, that same strength. And yes, my faith got me through a lot of things. And I think just believing in yourself and putting one foot forward and learning from every experience and taking it to the next. Because I think as long as we keep growing and learning from everything, nothing is a mistake. It's just a learning experience, and it makes you stronger and a more whole person and a better example, I think, for my children and the people around me. And just accept people for who they are. No judgments, because I don't know what's going on in their four walls or in their mind or in their life. So who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? So I think just accept people for who they are, and hopefully, you know, we can lead by example.
That's a great way of, thinking about it. Like, who am I to judge? I don't know everyone's story or what's going on in a situation. I think I work kind of in a backwards way. When I think fall into situations where many people may dwell, I'm always like, okay, what next? What should I be doing? So maybe a bit too solution focused at times, where I will go through a situation and everyone's like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. What's the next step? What do we need to do? And then when it ends and things finally settle down, then I'm like, oh, then I process, and then take the time. And I don't know if that's the right way to do things, or, if I could do it better. But I find it works for me, because in this situation, I'm just like, go, go, go. And then when I finally have time to like take a breath, then I can really process the information. It's usually already done. So then I'm like, okay, and this was the result. Okay, what can I learn from this? Or, how can I help someone else in this situation? But I have to be really careful when other people are experiencing struggle, that I'm not too solution focused because of that, because not everyone wants to do that in that moment and come up with the 80 ways that you can fix the problem. So, that's how I deal with my struggles, is I just plow right through.
How about you, Yasmin?
My struggles are constantly going, especially right now with the whole COVID thing. Being out of work is a big struggle, and just trying to find something to keep me busy. So that's just basically what my struggle is right now. Is like, I've got all this struggle that's happening, finances and everything, trying to support myself. So I'm trying to find ways where I'm becoming more independent, not spending my money, and trying to be more stable is where my struggle is right now. If I feel like I'm going in a downward spiral, I just have to call like my sister, and she's my biggest support. She's my biggest cheerleader. Her husband also is one of my biggest cheerleaders. He keeps pushing me, and that's what helps me try to bounce out of my struggles, is having that support and finding a better solution on myself where I can improve as a person to enhance and get rid of those struggles faster.
Okay, now I know we're all being strong and we're resilient. Do you guys give yourself time to process, or when you're going through? I know earlier in life, I'd give myself way too much time to wallow. Now I tell myself, you got one day, get it out of your system, have your pity party, and then move on. Do you guys come across that, or do you deal with that, or how do you deal with that?
I think
I actually will give myself, sorry, Judith, I will give myself a time, and I will actually talk with some of my close friends of mine, but the conversation usually starts with, this is my side of the story. This is probably not even the real thing, because that's my interpretation, but it's affecting my feeling. I'm hijacked right now. But just by putting this before you say your story, that makes you believe into yourself just that much less, and that's just helping your mental health at that moment, because we make our own stories and it's our own vision on things, right? So of course, when there's big thing with death and stuff like this, I don't think so. You can debate that, but I'm talking when you hijack with your emotion, that's a good way to do it. But I think it's been 5 minutes, ladies.
Yes, and I wanted to say thank you to all of you out there. So faith, resilient, and look for that friend that can hear you and support you through the way. And also focus on the solution. So let's go and let's find something for you, Jasmine. Okay, if you know everything, text Jasmine in the chat. We need to support you, and we need to ask her what we need help. And I think that is the key. So have fun, and thank you for being with us. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.